I'm going to give Splatoon Raiders an 8 out of a 10. And right off the bat, the biggest negative for me was that I didn't want to play this game after 4 days because it just got too repetitive. And, this review is probably going to be more like the marathon review that I gave. Basically, a game is great, but it's not for me type of deal. And that's basically what Splatoon Raiders is to me. Very good game. Very, very good game. 8 out of 10 game. High score by me, pretty much, by all intents and purposes. But it's just not for me. It just got repetitive. So I quit. I'm going to immediately jump into another game. All right. So this released July 23rd for exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2. The disc or the little chip thing, that's the 59.99 US dollar, and that the digital version is 49.99 US dollar. So basically, you play as a mechanic along with this this these musicians, this group called a Deep Cut, which I don't like. I don't like Deep Cut. Sorry, I don't like them. I think the name is consists of Shiver, Big Man, and Fry, I believe, who also tie into some gameplay mechanics with Splatoon Raiders. My history Splatoon only revolves around playing Splatoon 3 and just doing a tutorial section. I made gameplay videos for that a couple years ago. Never did the 4v4, never did the multiplayer, which is the essence of Splatoon as far as I understand. And it is a multiplayer game, a Nintendo exclusive multiplayer game. I never got into it, so keep that in mind, when I'm talking about this game. Um, so the loop consists of you, like I said, you're a mechanic. You could customize a character and everything. There's multiple difficulty levels. There's online a mechanic called I think call for help or help, and you can like, which works amazing, by the way. It works amazing. You get in and out, within minutes of a match and everything. It works seamless. Going back to uh, the loop. So the loop actually, I enjoyed the loop for the first couple of days, and it just got repetitive. The loop basically, you raid islands, you raid different types of islands. There's all types of salmonids, I believe they're called, which is a type of fish monsters in the game. There's all types. There's different levels of bosses. There's mythic season bosses. There's all kind of bosses. I kind of like 60 of them at the hideout, which is part of the loop, by the way. It's called a hideout ship that you can upgrade and modify and everything, and you can buy gadgets, craft gadgets, upgrade weapons. You could look at the documents of the salmonids and stuff, and so you basically go on a raid. You could do it online or not. Go back to the hideout, upgrade. There are some cutscenes every now and then with that group that I hate, uh, with the Fry and Shiver and whatnot. Um, but that's my whole issue with the game. Is that it got repetitive. Just going to the hideout and going back into the room, doing these missions. But the missions, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you and say like they weren't diverse or bad. No, they're actually all different. They're all very good. I think it just has to do with the gameplay itself as a whole. And keep in mind, I play this on normal and I play this on easy. Uh, but to me, it seemed like, you know, there's moments when I did die, and there's moments where it's challenging, there's moments where it's fun. But I think the gameplay just has something, it's lacking something for me personally. I don't know what it is, because I get the whole ink thing and, turn into a squid. And, at times it does take a build. You got to create a build with gadgets and your weapons, and you can change outfits and everything. So it's not mindless. It really isn't mindless. It does take some skill, and it does take some planning before each raid and whatnot. But it's just not a game for me. It just got repetitive over time, unfortunately. But I'm still going to give it a high score because the presentation was, as far as technically, the presentation is pretty flawless. There was no bugs or glitches. There's not much of a story really to be had, other than, like I said, you're just a treasure hunter with this group called Deep Cut, and there's cutscenes and there's singing, and stuff like that, and you got to collect treasure basically. But that's basically about it. So that's my whole issue with this game is just the repetitiveness of it. As far as the raids go, there's all types of raids, and there's all types of collectibles that you get that further improve your mechanic as far as the gadgets and weapons go that you collect. You collect compasses and stuff like that, and crystals, power eggs, and there's special attacks called a bot buddy, and you use one of the three NPCs as a bot. I used Shiver, and hers is like a shark. Like I said, the online is really good. It only takes like a couple seconds for you to find a match with two other people and get in and get out. And this is a single player game. Splatoon is known as a multiplayer game, really, but this is just a single player game. There's lots of content. I mean, you could spend a few dozen hours doing everything in the story and everything. So it's a lots of content. But for my personal issue is just like it just got repetitive, unfortunately. So I'm not sure if I told you who developed the game. Nintendo Entertainment Plan developed this game and published by Nintendo. So there's weapon types, there's gadgets, there's relics that give you buffs and stuff while you're inside these matches and everything. I could see people thinking this is a great Nintendo game. It's just not for me, unfortunately. It's kind of like when I reviewed Marathon. That was a really good game, but it just wasn't for me. Um, Splatoon Raiders is the same deal. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 though. I mean that's a great score, but I mean just because of the game's presentation is solid. There's really nothing wrong with this game other than me just thinking it's repetitive, pretty much. Um, but yeah, if you're a type of gamer that gets tired of games and stuff, this I don't think you will like this. You'll get tired of it. The whole loop of the hideout ship and the raids. I think you will get tired of it really fast. But if you just love the gameplay, you never get so. I could see, like I said, I could see people, Nintendo fans, really loving this game. Even some probably calling it their game of the year. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, great game, just not for me. 8 out of 10 for Splatoon Raiders on the Nintendo Switch 2. Make sure you check out jasonsvideogamesource.com, the best gaming platform, and check out Bobby Vegas Gaming, who's my brother. He's a streamer. And I think that's it. Stay tuned. Plenty more games coming August, September, October, November, December. It never stops. So that's about it. That's concludes the review for Splatoon Raiders. I'll see you in the next one. Later.